Okay, I originally wasn't going to do a video tonight, but I thought this would be an interesting topic to talk about. Because of the recent announcement of a new Mega Man game coming out relatively soon, and finding this really cool band called the Protomen, who do like fan fiction about the Mega Man plotline. My interest in Mega Man as a franchise has been like fully reinvigorated. I forgot how fucking good it is. Cause like Mega Man at its core is a story about the tragedies of war. Because the main conflict centers around two people in power, being one of them wants total control, so the other is forced to send out a one-man army to keep the balance, while the person who wants control sends out their own army, not just one man, to try and overthrow theirs. And neither side really wants to fight. This is explored really interestingly in the comics. From what I've heard, there's some scenes where some previous enemies that Mega Man defeats are brought back to life because they're robots, right? They can be rebuilt. And instead of trying to live peacefully, they destroy themselves because they know that when Dr. Wily, the big bad guy, activates his kill switch code, then they'll lose complete control and become servants of war, basically. So Mega Man doesn't want to kill them because they're his friends and he knows them personally, but he has to because they're just two pawns in the middle of this war caused by the want for power. And Mega Man as a character is very based around the idea of having to deal with a tragedy that you caused and have to keep causing even though you don't want to. Especially when it gets into like Blues, Proto-Man, Breakman, however you want to call him, being Mega Man's brother, who via Dr. Wily's kill switch was forced over to the other side. So on top of not just fighting your friends, but your brother, who, when they first met, he didn't even know existed, and then had to reckon with the fact that his father lied to him, and he now has to fight his family. Mega Man's really cool. There's a lot more to the story with the whole Curse of Ra Moon stuff, and all the other elements of the story. Dustman is a great example because he perfectly represents the Mega Man's struggle. Mega Man's really good. And I appreciate that the general idea of Dr. Wily wanting power and that being the cause for war has persisted. Even though the game is still very cutesy, and the most recent game that came out, 10 years ago? Not 10 years ago, 7 years ago? I forget exactly, but a few years ago now, was still very cutesy and was very true to the original games. It still centers around the rivalry between Dr. Light and Dr. Wily. When I listen to the rest of Act 2 and 3, I'll do a more in-depth review on the Proto-Men, but they're a really cool rock opera band with a few concept albums. They also did a soundtrack for a Terminator movie. This is a random rant. Have a good night. Mega Man's really cool. I love him.